What's good, family? Back like I never left, you know what I'm saying? I want to just hop right in because I'm a little smoking right now. I'm a little hot, you know what I'm saying? Because people got these misconceptions and it's crazy. So, as you can see in the description, we're talking about misconceptions about studs. Now, I want to start it off by talking about a comment that I received, right? And the comment said something along the lines like, every time I see a stud, I just feel like they don't clean their cat because it's like too feminine for them or something. And I'm just like, are you dumb? You know what I'm saying? Is you stupid? So I want to just, you know what I'm saying, talk about some misconceptions. That one is crazy because who said that hygiene has to do with gender, sexuality, race, any of the above? When did hygiene become one of those things? Tell me. Tell me. I think I look pretty, you know what I'm saying, clean. Everything on me is clean. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, that's just crazy. And honestly, like genuinely when you really look at it, like that person just was on some hating shit. Like they just wanted to troll and be rude and you know what I'm saying, like express their homophobia, to be honest. But you know what? I got time today. So we gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, like I said, I feel like people like that who just have these crazy opinions about like certain sexualities, you know what I'm saying, or even certain genders, certain race, like any of that. They have a closed mind and then they express that closed mindedness through being rude, being disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? And they just have a dark energy. You know what I'm saying? I always look, I'm comfortable in myself. Can't nobody tell me, you know what I'm saying, what I'm doing is wrong. If you believe that, go ahead, believe it. I'm not about to convince you. I ain't about to convince you of not one thing. You know what I'm saying? You could think what you want to think, but at the end of the day, it is something that I have thought about at times. You know what I'm saying? Because there is so much hate that goes around, like, and I ain't gonna just focus on the hate. There's a lot of love as well, but there's hate that goes around, and sometimes it just gets you thinking, like, am I doing something wrong? You know what I'm saying? But I've been through that, like, so I've been through that like way younger in my life to a point where like I said, nobody can shake me out of who I am at this point. You know what I'm saying? I am who I am and I'm going to stand on it. And I think it's crazy that people could say or believe that there's just one way of being in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's very, very close minded. And it's just like, I guess there's just two people in this world. You know what I'm saying? There's the people who let their minds be controlled, and there's people who let their minds be free. And I'm one of those people that let my mind be free. And with that being said, for someone to push the narrative or to think that the only way to be in life is to be heterosexual is insane to me. It's insane. Like, we can only live one way. What type of world, what type of life, what type of what? What is that? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me. And then like it's just no way to live. It's very oppressive, and I'm honestly very grateful to the point that we have come in our country, of being accepting of people being open and living their lives, not even just with their sexuality, but just it's supposedly a free country. So supposedly, I say, and let's let it be that, you know. So with that being said, that's why I'm always like, yeah, y'all can have your opinions. You know what I'm saying? Some people are gonna think. okay, it should stay one way. Have your opinion, but don't bring that over here. Don't bring that over here at all. You know what I'm saying? Keep that over there. You could be closed minded over there. You could be closed off and boxed in over there. Angry, all that shit. Y'all probably miserable, honestly. Because just going back to the comment that I was talking about, like, how miserable do you have to be to comment some hateful shit on somebody else's post? Like, first of all, go make your own fucking post. Second of all, like, why do you have time to do some hateful shit like that? Like, I honestly don't understand hate. I don't get it. Like, your soul is just dark, I guess. Like, you don't want to be happy? Does that make you happy? Shit, I don't understand it. I was about to say somebody got to explain it to me, but actually, I don't want to understand it. Like, because it's just, people just be upset and people be not happy with their lives. Like, that's what y'all need to find some happiness. Not y'all, but like, if there's anybody watching that falls into that category, they need to find some happiness. You know what I'm saying? And be fucking, they need to be bold, more bold. They probably scared to genuinely express themselves how they are. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they pull other people down for expressing themselves the way they are and for not being scared to do it because they're fucking scared and they can't do it. That's some hating ass shit. You want to hate on somebody else because they doing what you want to do and you can't do it? Fucking closed off ass motherfucker. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't even do videos like this for real. Like, all my videos really be uplifting. But I just really wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I had to put on for my studs out there. I ain't gonna lie, cause it ain't that many of us, and we be just getting all the bashing and all the hating. Like, what the heck? Like, oh shit. But yeah, all my studs out there, I ain't even gonna lie. If y'all watching, you know what I'm saying, keep putting on, keep doing all y'all shit, keep dressing fly, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, just be out here living. Another misconception I want to get into. You know, we're gonna move on from the whatever hygiene and hating and shit. But another misconception, and this sometimes come from our own communities. Like, if you're a whether you're masculine presenting, whether you consider yourself a stud, whether you're shit, I'll even throw the stems in there because they have the little masculine, you know what I'm saying, flair a little bit too. Like, people feel like we want to be men, right? And I don't necessarily associate masculinity with men. Now bear with me with that, but like, masculinity and femininity does not have to do with man and woman, right? Everything is a spectrum, right? And there's poles to everything. And if you don't know what poles are, then look it up. Do some research because I'm not going to dive all the way into that in this video. But everything has poles, and between those poles is a spectrum, right? So if you're on this pole, you're completely this way, right? So say you're on this, let's say this pole is the feminine pole, right? You're completely feminine. But on this pole, let's say this is masculinity. So if you're completely on this pole, you're completely masculine, right? But in between this feminine and this masculine, there's a spectrum where it's in the middle. We'll say it's balanced. So we'll say, like, in the middle, that would be like our androgynous people, where it's like they could go either way. Like, they're a little bit feminine, they're a little bit masculine, but they're smack in the middle. Like, cause they ain't too feminine, but they ain't too masculine, right? In between our poles, I feel as though we can have men and women on either side. And this has nothing to do with sexuality, honestly, because I know women who are heterosexual, who are leaning more on this masculine pole. I ain't gonna lie. I know it. And I know even men who are heterosexual leaning more on this feminine side, right? These femininity and masculine energies do not have to do with sexuality or gender, right? Not at all. It has to do with your fucking chemical and astrological makeup of how God wanted you to be in this world and move throughout this world, right? Obviously, you'll have some men who are completely on the masculine side. They're very masculine men, right? But that man could still be gay. He could still be gay. Okay? You have women who might be completely on the feminine side. That woman could still be a lesbian. Now, I won't sit here and lie. That might not be as common. It might not be as it's not common that you would find a super duper masculine man who's gay. But it can happen. You know what I'm saying? And with that said, I just want people to understand that accept people for who they are, because we do too much of this. And I honestly see it more in the Black, African American, indigenous, whatever terminology you want to use. I see it more in that community, right, in our community, rather than in the in I'll say the white community. Like, I kind of, from the outside looking in, I kind of feel like their community is a little bit more fluid, where they let each other just be and express how they are going to express. But I'm gonna stay on art on, you know what I'm saying, on this side. I feel like we put each other in boxes, and I hate that for us. You know what I'm saying? We don't let studs who present masculine express their femininity without some type of comment. I mean, obviously we gonna do what we want to do, but it's always some like, oh, she's sassy or she's this and that. It's not even as bad as when a man wants to express his femininity. Shit, a man expressing his feminine energy, oh, he gay. That nigga gay. He a body boy. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You can't do that to people. Like, you just, y'all, we gotta stop. We really do, because this is making people genuinely depressed. And like, by putting people in categories and making them feel like, oh, I can only be this way and be that way, they're not able to be their genuine selves. And that makes people genuinely depressed, because they're not living in their true nature. They're not expressing is energy is inside of us, right? And energy flows out, right? But if we're not expressing the energy inside of us, it's not able to flow. That creates a depressive state, all right? Because the energy is suppressed, is depressed, all right? So that's why it is so important to let people let their energy flow and let people be able to express themselves how they want to. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this is why we have so many mental health issues and shit. Because just people are just so confused, when in reality they know exactly who they are and exactly what they want. They're just confused because everybody else is telling them it's wrong, and telling them they shouldn't do that, and telling them it's gay, or telling them it's sassy, or telling, you know what I'm saying? So it's a hard ass world sometimes. It is. And we just gotta be more loving to each other. Like, honestly, love is the answer. It is all about love. We should love each other no matter how we express ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We are a family at the end of the day. We all came from the same place. I don't care what country you're from. I don't care what city you're from. I don't care what hood you're from. We're all from the same place. but we treat each other like shit sometimes. And it's just, it's sad for real. It's sad for real. And like I said, I don't even usually make videos like this. I'm usually mostly making uplifting videos, but I just felt as though this was something I needed to speak on, especially me being a star or masculine presenting woman. Like, I'm not a super macho hard ass motherfucker. Like, I have both energies. Like, when we're talking about these poles, like, I feel like I'm on the middle side of it. Like, so I'm gonna have my masculine tendency. Shit, I dress masculine. I like masculine clothes. But when I genuinely express myself, it can lean more feminine. I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? And then like I say, everybody's not like me. There's studs out here that lean more toward the masculine side. Like, that's just how they are. You know what I'm saying? And there's studs out here that, or femmes even. Like, shit, I've met femmes that's more masculine than me. More masculine than me. So what we gonna say about that? Like, you can't, like, we just literally can't put people in a box. All right, so that's that misconception. That studs want to be men, right? Studs don't want to be men. I mean, I'm gonna speak for myself, but I feel like most studs can relate. Studs, hop in the comment, let them know, let them know. But studs like men's clothing. That's really what it comes down to. Like, studs, most of us feel more comfortable in masculine clothing. That shit look harder. You know what I'm saying? It look more fly. We enjoy dressing up like that. So that's what I see in most studs. It's not about, oh, I want to be a man, because at the end of the day, we live in 2024. If a stud wanted to be a man, she would just transition. You know what I'm saying? It's an ability. So, like, just stop it. Stop it. Stop it with all that. Like, for real. All right. And at the end of the day, everybody gonna be who they gonna be. Let's get into the next misconception. All right. Now, this one has been talked about a lot. The misconception is that studs are touch me nots. If you don't know what touch me not is, you know what I'm saying, do some research. We're going to keep it a little PG-13 on this joint. You know what I'm saying? But the misconception is that studs are touch me nots. And I know where this misconception comes from. But it also just kind of relates to the last point that I made, that, like, you just got to let people be who they are and let people flow and grow. All right. But I feel like, for me, my personal experience, people have maybe labeled me as a touch me not because I was. You know what I'm saying? I was a touch me not. There has been points in time growing up, developing, finding myself where I didn't feel comfortable with, you know what I'm saying, doing certain activities. So I wouldn't do it. As a lot of studs grow and get older and mature, they become more confident in their bodies, more confident in their energy, more confident in who they are. You know what I'm saying? And that shit goes away. I honestly feel like the touch me not shit is like it's a young stud type of thing. Now, I ain't saying that there's not no grown studs out here that's touch me not. You know, that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not touch me nots, but they just might have a different reason and a different experience on why they are. From my experience, my personal experience, and from being around studs, like, and just listening to different studs, is more of a younger, immature stud type of thing, because you're not necessarily comfortable, or you don't necessarily understand how you fit into this world yet, and how you fit into, like, a relationship in that manner. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that comes from. Uh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep that one short and sweet, to be honest. Anybody who has, I'm saying, any different opinions, or if you agree, I'm saying, let us know. I'm just trying to create more awareness around this type of thing because people just don't understand. Like, they don't get us. So we got to let them know type time. We going to end it here, I'm saying? We got the time ticking and stuff. I feel like we got a good couple misconceptions in here. If y'all want a part 2, let me know in the comments or like this video up. I'm saying? We could do a part 2 and we'll be back with it. Other than that, y'all already know it's all love. Peace, peace. Catch you on the next video.